この俺が人間なんだ。
Alright, so in this one, we're going to be going over this community tier list. Basically, it is the top, 6K, 3K players in this server. The main Dragon Ball Legends Discord server, by the way, Discord servers, please join mine if you'd like to. It is in the description. We host tourneys, have free giveaways. It's fun. Nonetheless, this server with probably the most Dragon Ball Legends users in the world is right here. And this is their tier list for all the players that are in at least top 6 to 3K range. I'm pretty sure it says it here, but we'll find out, right? So, welcome to the 5th edition of the community tier list. As always, thanks for waiting. For waiting us? Okay. As of November 10th, so this was yesterday they made this. We're showing you the best 20 units before the introduction of the new Rose Goku Black, which I doubt he'd be on this even if he was being included, but, you know, whatever. So let's start the tier breakdown. The Alpha rank sees Legends Limited Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Revival, the Supreme King of the tier list. Okay, Purple Gohan, obviously. Yet we have a fantastic entry worthy of his name. Legends Limited Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. His Platinum equipment gave him a new chance to shine, and has put him in 3rd place. I wonder who's in 2nd then. Okay. Zenkai 7 Super Saiyan 2 Gohan loses 2 positions, and he might lose the Alpha rank next community tier list. Okay, this is actually looking like pretty nice. Okay, hold on. The Beta rank welcomes another new unit. Perfect Cell, you'll love to see that, with the great 6th position. I've been saying he's top 7 in the game. I mean, hey, this is people that play the game, right? The others are falling down and may fall even more. Gamma is pretty much as it was. Top 10 is completely filled with Legend Limited units. Delta instead see Corrupted Zamasu going up the ladder, and the EX Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Goku going down. Interesting. And then Omega rank salutes the fallen Zenkai 7 Super Saiyan Bardock, thank God, and says hello to 3rd new unit of the batch, Zenkai 7 emerges Zamasu. Okay, I think he is gassed beyond belief in this list, by the way. Among the new units added in this round of votes, we have the Yellow Movie Goku's 25th, interesting, Green Kid Buu 38th, New Piccolo 41st, and then Purple Janemba 39th. Why are they so high? Interesting. Okay, so let's look at this, right? Huh. Okay, let's look. So it says down here, okay, so it's verified by top 6K players, and majority of them ranking top 2K or higher. For reference, right now, I'm top 500. Usually I'm top, I don't know, fucking 200 to 1,000, and maybe even higher than that, because sometimes I care enough to play, sometimes I don't. Right now, I'm playing a lot off camera using Saiyan Saga, and I'm just having fun with it. You know, I'm trying to start Yajirobe, see how the team works. Prior to, I'm testing out actually a Japanese player's team, which I'll probably do a video on tomorrow instead of Buhan, because actually is interesting of a concept of a team. It's nothing too unique, but it's at least interesting. But all that being said, let's start on this, right? Okay, so Legend Limited units are considered at 6 stars and non-Zenkais. Sparking units are considered at 9 stars, Extremes at 7, Zenkai units are considered at 7, and the older, the more stars. Okay, so, Alpha. Alright. Gohan, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Gogeta, FSK. So, I am an advocate of FSK not making it in, honestly, the top 10. I don't even see FSK up there. Look, I've said it so many times at this point, right? I've said it just repeatedly, and I'm going to hammer it home until people kind of start to see it, because I feel like people are just blinded by nostalgia of this guy being so good for 2 years straight. FSK is reliant on Mr. Number 5 there, which is Future Gohan, which I actually think should swap with FSK, in this list at least. Future Gohan, if he did not exist, hybrids wouldn't be as scary as you see them as to be now. They aren't even number 1 right now. Like, truly, it is Saiyans. Like, these 2 green units are better than this purple boy. This purple boy is now a liability in my eyes, but FSK, without Future Gohan, isn't that scary. I know, you're going to run that trio, right? It's not like you're not going to run them. But I'm saying, if he didn't exist, FSK would, honestly, on this list, I'd put him like 17th. Like 17, 18, 19. Like, honestly. Just saying. Like, FSK really is not that scary anymore. There's a lot of units that cancel attribute upgrades, meaning you cancel all his fucking buffs, and if he's last man standing, he can't build them back up unless he's doing, like, cards on cards on cards. He has no card draw. He has nothing, like, unique about that. He's not going to get that to go unless you're just fucking up royally, which really isn't, like, something that's going to happen often. He needs Future Gohan to look better. It's shocking that Future Gohan went down, honestly. Well, I guess maybe not. I don't know, because Future Gohan, you're rating him at 6, right? Future Gohan, to me, should be, like, number 4, like I said. And I could argue even higher, but it's hard to argue that. Because he is your, like, backbone, I guess. Like, he's your support. He's not your damage. He's your disrupt. He's your support. He's your endurance. And honestly, like, Revival is more of a liability than endurance. Like, who is the anti-endurance unit you're running into most matches? Like, Corrupted Zamasu, he has to pop his main to be anti-endurance. Rose Goku Black, your fucking type advantage. Obviously, I'm talking about the LF. Yellow DKP, okay. It's not really that hard to kill a Yellow DKP, right? And then you know it's gonna happen when they're doing, like, you know, main abilities. You'll know how to, like, predict the Yellow DKP before you can kill your Future Gohan, right? But he doesn't have, like, much that's gonna, like, fuck him up, one-hit KO him that exists. Like, even Corrupted Zamasu is not gonna one-hit KO a Future Gohan unless it's, like, such a big star gap. It's not even, like, realistic. Future Gohan's, like, your backbone of this. And FSK, truly, I don't even think is top 10. Like, if I were to put him somewhere, maybe he is. Okay, I'll be nice. Just because God Ki is so mid right now, I'd put FSK right above Evolution Blue Vegeta. Just because how mid God Ki is. Evolution Blue Vegeta individually, oh, he shit stomps everybody here. Probably like number 2 as an individual unit on this entire list. But team-wise, yeah, Evolution Blue and God Ki. God Ki ain't too hot right now. But let's touch on FSK very early there. Let's touch on Revival Gohan. So Revival Gohan, again, I do think he's becoming a liability. I don't know. Maybe I'm off on saying that. I don't think I am, but look at the units surrounding Revival Gohan. Look at number 3, 6, and 9, right? And my voice is hoarse. I've been not sick, just like coughing all day. I don't know why. But my voice is hoarse because I hear it. It's like scratchy. I apologize. He's becoming a liability to me. Like, 4 balls back if Gogeta 4 kills him. 3? No, it's 4. 3? It's 4. Is it 4 balls? I think it's 4 balls gone when Cell kills him. And they lose Ki and Ki recovery and have 0 Ki. For 3 counts. Then Evolution Blue. Neutral and 2 balls gone. 30 counts of neutral. Revival Gohan's becoming a liability. I don't think he's number 1. Truly. It might be a stretch to say Future Gohan's above Revival Gohan. It really, really might be. Like, I'm considering it in my head before I say it right now. But I can see the argument. Future Gohan's just not as much a liability. Like, you won't get as many negatives if your Future Gohan dies as if your Revival Gohan revives from any of these anti-revival units. It's not like you're not seeing them, right? I'm seeing Cell every other match. I'm seeing Gogeta 4 every fucking match. Maybe Evolution Blue I'm not seeing that often, but I'm still seeing him quite a fair amount, even with God Ki being so mid. All these anti-revival units, you're seeing. It's a different situation if you're not seeing them. Like, I don't fucking know. Who's the other anti-fucking revival unit? There's really not one that comes to mind that's actually good. I guess 8 Vegeta, you're not seeing him as often because, you know, we've run on Saiyans, he's not that optimal there. Frieza Force, people realize you don't have it. Powerful opponent, you're really not running him because you have other units. He's like the worst anti-revival unit, but yet you're not seeing him. You don't need to see him, like, for this Gohan to be lower. Like, I do think Gogeta 4 should be number 1. Super Saiyan 2 Goku should be number 2. Future Gohan number 3. Revival Gohan number 4. That's how I'd rate this. Just because how much of a liability it seems Revival Gohan has become, just like that. Like a platinum equipment made this Gohan a lot more of a liability. Like, maybe with just Evolution Blue and Cell, you could say, like, okay, that's 2 teams, right? That's just 2 teams. It's nothing crazy. Now it's 3 teams. Now it's 4 teams. GT, Saiyans, Regen, and God Ki, 4 teams. that are countering out your mechanic, and given he can still fucking one combo you, like if you're a green unit, if you're fucking yellow, if you're purple, like he can one combo you. He goes dark type when he transforms. I'm not downplaying that. I'm downplaying, and I don't even think I'm downplaying it. I'm saying that the mechanic that he has fucks him so royally that it makes him just a worse unit for the team. Not a worse unit for himself, but the worst unit for the team. Like, you will lose because you let Revival Gohan get killed by Evolution Blue. Because then your FSK's fucked. Because he's now, like, a liability to die. Because you have Evolution Blue, who's neutral for 30 counts. He can two-card a fucking FSK. If you have him built up, like, at least a decent bit, my Evolution Blue has two-carded FSKs off of Gohan's Revival. Because they let him die. Like, I do think Future Gohan is a better unit than Revival Gohan and FSK right now. That's just me. That's just me. But, to get into beta, we already talked about Future Gohan. I already gassed him up enough. I went from fucking thinking he was okay on release, I think underrating him actually, to gassing him to this extent. It's wild how things change. Is Super Saiyan 2 Goku and Gogeta 4, I already agree, are number 1 and 2. It's not really a debate to me, it's just Saiyans are number 1 and 2, right? Or number 1, and hybrids are like number 2. Honestly, I think Regen's up there with number 2, but not fully yet. But beta, Cell 6, Namek Goku 7, Kid Buu 8. I think Kid Buu should drop a little bit. Cell? Yes, because Strike Regen's so good, I do think it has contention to be like a number 2 team in the game. So yes, I do agree. Namek Goku. You know, I'm trying to run Namek Goku with this team I mentioned earlier. It's Revival Gohan, Future Gohan, and Namek Goku. And the idea is, obviously, like, Future Gohan get hit. Again, your fucking backbone of the team to give your units more damage. And you have Namek Goku with, like, double HP equips and optimizing HP and just letting him be last man, or Revival Gohan be last man. I'm respecting Namek Goku more. The more I'm trying to learn him for this team to actually use it in a video, I'm respecting him. I do think... Kid Buu is better. For now. For now. Namek Goku can look like a God tier unit, but right now, I personally just don't. I don't see it, personally. I don't see it. Kid Buu, he definitely could go down a little bit. Blast Regen's really not that crazy, and I know you can run him on Strike Regen. He doesn't really care that much because his overall damage inflicted anyways. But with that as well, the thing is, see, it's weird. Because I have to consider just Blast Regen, right? I'm trying to consider Strike Regen, which I can't, because he's a Blast-based unit. I have to consider just Blast. And with Blast Regen, I think it is better than God Ki. Close. It's close to being, actually. I guess I would swap Evolution Blue and Kid Buu. I just think Evolution Blue does too much. Like, he is God Ki. He is the only unit on God Ki that really matters. And Kid Buu, while he is goated beyond belief, Vegeta's just better. Like, Vegeta's just a better unit. That's just it. Gamma, obviously Vegeta, I said move up to 8th. 8th Vegeta. Interesting. Bojack. And then Fat Buu. Fat Buu being above Corrupted Zamasu is a crime to me, but I'll get into that with the Corrupted Zamasu. 8th Vegeta. Did he move? He stayed the same, huh? I mean... it's hard because I guarantee you most of these players that are rating 8 Vegeta this high, they're running him on Saiyans, and I've spewed it so many times, and I said it so many times, and I'll keep saying it because it's true. 8 Vegeta doesn't want to be on Saiyans. He wants to be on Frieza Force. And yet everyone's running on Saiyans, and he's this high. I don't really have an opinion on that. It's just inaccurate to me. He's not meant to be run on Saiyans. That's just it. And he is. Like, everyone here, I guarantee, is running him on Saiyans. I never see Frieza Force in my entire life, and I'm always playing in this rank that they're ranking at, right? And obviously higher. If it were me, I would put 8 Vegeta right above LF Piccolo and no higher. He's good. He definitely is like Corrupted Zamasu, where he needs stars to scale well. It's just that Corrupted Zamasu scales a lot better than 8 Vegeta. And at only 6, I can't see a debate to have him above, like, LF Piccolo, who you could argue could be at, like, 9 stars. Even at 7 stars, I'd put... Or actually, below, or above... Wait, he should be below LF Piccolo. He should be above because LF Piccolo's only at 7. If he were at 9, then I'd put LF Piccolo higher, but 7. Jesus. Bojack... You know, I don't think Bojack's fallen off. I think he's a good unit. I think Movies is in a fine spot. Just the idea of you need Bojack with Gohan to make Bojack be, like, optimized for his team, because obviously that rush, and then you switch to your revival unit, and he gets the 5 counts down when they rush the Bojack, and again, you switch to your revival unit, you just eat the rush with that. I don't like the Reliant concept. I don't like units that have to rely on other units to be good. Like Gogeta 4. Who the fuck's he relying on? He's relying on his Plat, sure, but he's not relying on anyone else to be good. Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Is he relying on Angel Vegeta? No. Does he want him? Sure. Like, that concept. I think Bojack is kind of reliant on Revival Gohan, which, in my opinion, lowers his value, because if he could individually do things, which I've never seen Bojack individually, like 1v3, 2v3, like anything like that, I'd agree with this, but I'd put him I'm thinking lower than Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Yeah. I'd put him just above DKP, maybe even a little bit below. Movies is really good. It's not above Regen, though, and Yellow DKP is a core, if not core sub-option on Regen. Strike Regen, obviously, which is probably number 2, number 3 team in the game, right? Fat Boo, I agree with his placement. I mean, he could be lower, like I said earlier. Like, Zamasu should be higher, but it's nothing too, like, outlandish, like, scoff at, so it's fine. Zamasu, again, should be higher. You know, I said above Fat Boo, but realistically thinking, I think he should be... Is he better than Evolution Blue at 6 stars? That's a... You know, I want to say he's better than Kid Buu at 6 stars, because his team of Strike Regen and Strike Future, which are like both top 5 teams in the game with Blast Regen not being there, I want to put him right behind. I want to put him above Namegoku. I would put Corrupted Zamasu at number 7. Yeah. Look, I've been using him. Not even at the stars. Lower. 4 stars. He is a 1v3er. Like, he can do it. He can do it all. Yeah, I would put him right below Cell. And that's honestly because I haven't had usage of him at 6, and I have Cell at 7. Like, I'm more biased towards Cell at this point. Yeah, Corrupted Zamasu, man. He's garnered my respect immensely in the last couple weeks here. Yeah, he's really good. I don't think he should be disrespected. Like, people know he's good, right? Most people probably don't have him start up, though. I don't even have him start up, but I understand he's good. I think he should be, like, number 7, Corrupted Zamasu. He is going to be one of the best, if not the best, 14-star LF in the game. Like, all he lacks is defenses pre-high stars. When you get him to, like, 7, 9, 10, 11, like, eventually you will every unit, you'll notice, like, he's gonna age perfectly and scale, like, amazing. Like, you can downplay him for sure, but he doesn't deserve it. I think he should be higher. LF Piccolo and Kid Buu's discrepancy is really big. I don't agree with it, personally. Again, I would put Kid Buu lower, but it's really big. Like, 6 spots is a lot of spots. But okay. Piccolo, I'm not gonna move him too much, personally. I do think LF Piccolo is better than Yellow DKP, but Strike Regen is better than Blast Regen, so it's like, what do you value more, the team or the unit? Personally, I'm valuing the team more in this scenario, just because look how they're rating this, right? Like, some units aren't necessarily on their optimal teams. Again, I'm looking at 8 Vegeta here. You're not necessarily sure what they're valuing more, the unit himself or his team. Maybe they're valuing the team of Saiyans more for 8 Vegeta to be that high. Maybe they're valuing Strike Future or something else more to put Corrupted Zamasu so low comparably to other units, right? And it seems like if they're valuing teams, Yellow TKP should be higher than LF Piccolo, but as a unit, LF Piccolo is a better unit. Goku moved down 7 spots. What the fuck happened to Goku? Oh, Gogeta 4. I actually never see Goku. I haven't seen Goku in fucking months, by the way. Like, I understand his graciousness against hybrids, I do think EX Jiren is a better unit, just gonna age better and gonna be a better unit. Actually, just fucking fought one earlier, and he shit stomped. Like, he didn't beat me, but he shit stomped, right? And he was like 11, 12 stars, which you're gonna get your EXs high stars, right? You're gonna star them up. Like, I have my Yajirobe 8 about to be 9. Like, you're gonna do that. Gokua, moving down that much is fine. I would be fine with him not even being on the list. You don't run into hybrids as often as, you don't run into them as often as scary as they are, right? Like, if you saw them every other match, I would say, okay, Gokua deserves to be higher. But you're, legitimately seeing, like, real hybrids, like, scary hybrid teams, 1 in every 4, 1 in every 6, like, even me personally, I'm really not seeing hybrids much. Like, I'll see them, and they don't really scare me. Like, when I look at Saiyans, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Like, this guy's gonna heal, this is gonna go to timer count, this is gonna be hell. If I'm just running a random team, right? I'm like, okay, this is gonna be fun. Then, hybrids, I'm like, okay. I have Cell. If I fuck over that rival Gohan, I basically win. Like, it just all collapses after rival Gohan dies from Cell. Yeah. So you don't see enough hybrids. And even with hybrids, you don't get that scared of them anymore. I don't, at least. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't get scared of hybrids that much anymore. I'm just like, ah, here we go. Damage time. Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Why did he move down? Why did he move down? What happened to make him move down? I would say I agree. Again, he could also be a unit just not on this list. Like, you'll see him. He's just a sub option. Like, I really don't have an opinion on him. He's okay. Just a sub option, though. TKP, again, team-wise, I think he is better than LF Piccolo, but unit-wise, he is worse. He does fuck over Future Gohan's endurance, which is something that's valuable, but he has no true value besides his one-dimensionalness of strike damage and stealing 2 balls, and then you can let him die. Like, he doesn't have that much value. Angel Vegeta, genuinely, I would put him, like, where Goku is. While he's not needed for Saiyans, he is a good support. Like, I won't say he's a backbone like Future Gohan is, because Future Gohan is... he's needed, in my opinion, right? Like, you need Future Gohan. Unless you're running, like, a PPR hybrid setup, you need Future Gohan to, like, give you that damage, you know? Because PPR, you'd have, like, Zenkai buffs and all this, and Goten would be your support in that setup, but... Angel Vegeta, while he's not the backbone, he is still a very good support. He has so much healing, man. Just a very nice unit for the team he's on and for the units around him. And the perfect color to the type neutral boys up there. Unfair, but it is what it is. Zamasu, okay, Zamasu I think is overrated. Let me just explain this. I do think he's very good. I do think Zamasu is very fucking good. He is far and few between the best Zenkai since the Super Saiyan 4s, like, since Purple Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I would even argue, like, he is a better unit, team-wise. He's just not there. He has Future. Blast Future's a joke. God Ki. God Ki is okay. It's not great, but it's not great. Like, you have God Ki, and then Powerful Opponent. It's a whale team. Most people just don't have it, right? His build-up is not that bad, but I do think just with his teams, he doesn't make it here. Like, you look at every other unit here, if not their whole entire kit saves him, like Kid Buu kind of gets saved by how good he is individually, right? Maybe not for his teams. No unit really is here with such a bad team synergy. Like, again, you have Blast Future, which is a joke. You have God Ki, which isn't that great. The only God Ki unit here that's really, like, relevant for only God Ki is Evolution Blue Vegeta, and that's like a top 3 individual unit. Zamasu, while he is a very good unit, I don't think he's in the fucking discussion of Evolution Blue Vegeta to warrant being on this list. I think he is a little overhyped. While, again, I think he's good, I think he's a little bit overhyped. A good unit, but nothing that should make this list in particular. Maybe you just saw him often, maybe that's why he's up here, but I wouldn't put him up here. And then Bardock. Bardock shouldn't be on this list. Bardock should not be on any top 20, maybe even top fucking 30 list. Super Saiyans is a gimmick team. It's a joke team. I'm happy Red Gogeta's not on here because it's also just the same fucking scenario. Super Saiyans isn't a real team in my head. Like, it's just a gimmick team. You're not running it to, like... You're not running the team in the thought process of, hey, I'm gonna win every fucking match. Like, you're literally thinking, I need crits, I need crits, I need crits, I need crits. And if you don't get them, you lose. Like, I don't like the idea of a gimmick team. Bardock shouldn't be here. I'm happy he's 20th at least, because he's at the bottom of the fucking barrel where he deserves to be. He's a fine unit for himself. Definitely not a bad Zenkai, but just the team around him, it's just more of a joke than anything. Like, even if you run like Future Gohan, Revival Gohan, that setup, it's still not even a real thing. Like, it's still very killable, one combo, someone's dead. Like, it's not a hard team to break. It's just annoying is all. Like, Super Saiyans, because of how RNG based and how random it is, can look goated, or most times it'll look fucking dog shit and die in one combo, right? Let me know what you guys think of the community tier list. Personally, the only big change, and I mean, this is just a big change for me, just having this little revelation, I guess, is putting Future Gohan above Revival Gohan. Anything else? Nothing crazy. I guess Corrupted Zamasu moving up to, like, Namek Goku spot is something big. But I think a lot of people probably agree that are watching this, because I've been using him a lot. You've seen, like, 1v3s, 2v3s, like, with Corrupted Zamasu. Like, not one time, like, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Like, you've seen him just clutch up at 4 stars, right? He needs more respect. He's on better teams. He's on 2 top 5, a top 3 team in the game of Strike Future and Strike Regen. He needs a lot more respect on this list. But overall, I would say this probably, you know, not to be a dick, but like to compare, I guess, better than the Game Press tier list, in my opinion. Just more accurate to what's actually, like, true. You know, some things here I might disagree with, but I do think it's more accurate, actually. Let me know what you guys think of the community tier list. I'm actually kind of a fan of this one. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.